Teachers have shared with us that throughout the years since the shooting at Rocori High School, that healing is a process that takes time. Shots rang out here 10 years ago. It shattered hearts and changed lives forever. And for the first time, teachers are sharing intimate details about their memories from the past and their hope for the future.
Jeez, fan club, get out of here, Camomire.
After 5 years as a teacher, James Herberg says he is blessed.
I'm lucky to be able to come back here.
To be back at Rocori High School.
Was it a little bit awkward and weird at times? Yeah, when you're eating lunch with some of the teachers that you were sitting in a classroom with. Yeah, that was a little bit strange. Lunch tray.
Mr. Herberg takes the extra time these days
Chicken patty.
to share a smile,
Kinda, it looks like.
knowing what the past holds.
Here's where about where I was at the time.
He was only 16 years old
Phil came out of these doors.
when the shooting happened.
It happened. I still, to this day, am blown away that it happened.
The two granite statues
I drive by it every day.
serves as a reminder of the memories two students left behind.
When you drive by that, when you really think about it, it's a reminder of how you need to make sure that every day in your life you are doing the best that you can do.
This is Dee.
The memory from that day still haunts Deanne Torberg's mind.
It was 11:30 and the bell had just rang and I was at my desk and my phone rang. And it was another staff member that said, "Quick, call 911, there's a gun downstairs." Started in the basement by the locker rooms, and the first student was hit there, and the student then proceeded up the steps into the Fayette area where kids had already gone into the gym. So there were kids there that, seen their classmate get shot, and pretty soon I have Mark Johnson standing in front of me with the kid with the gun, and so it all happened so fast.
Aaron Rollins and Seth Bartell lost their lives to a peer who brought a gun to school.
You didn't know which way to turn. You don't know. No matter how many times you practice for something like that, you can't ever be prepared for it, because you can practice it a million ways and it won't go down that way. It's going to happen some other way, and it was very scary. Very scary.
Deanne says if it wasn't for Mark Johnson, things could have been different.
What he did was amazing. He probably saved 5 kids, by standing up to him, because if he had not, who knows, how many more he would have.
If you ask Deanne, Rocori High School doesn't dwell on the moments of sorrow.
He'll always be a hero to me.
They treasure the joyful ones.
And every day, he had a smile on his face and he had a joke.
Gary Distel was Aaron's social studies teacher and baseball coach.
He was the type of guy that would have been the homecoming king, because everybody liked him. I mean, everybody in the school liked him. I don't care who you were, what kind of group you hung out with.
He says Aaron brought his class together until the end.
They lost one of their best, one of the people that really brought them together. And believe me, there are a few of them that still haven't recovered.
Before coming to St. Cloud State University, Kyle McAdance was a classmate of Seth's. No moment could compare to how he felt that day.
You'd never think it would happen. And when I heard that there had been gunshots and there was a shooter in the school, how do you wrap your head around that as a 14-year-old kid?
Although that memory still exists, Kyle says he will always remember the time when Seth and his girlfriend Kate were inseparable.
Seth was a quiet guy until you got to know him, and then he really opened up. He was full of life.
During the long process of healing, the teachers here found life to be a beautiful gift, and to make sure every day
We got to continue to exhibit our gifts and just move forward every day.
Nick Minnock, UTVS News in Cold Spring, Minnesota.
Hey.